Join me and we will begin. Welcome. Here we are again for our practice today. We are working with side stretches and twists to keep the spine healthy and happy. So we of course always have to warm up the whole body, and that's where we always begin. And we begin also by settling in the chair, bringing the hands to rest, closing eyes, coming home to the body. Come home to the body and check in. Check in to discover today any discomfort where I need to take care. Any discomfort anywhere. No force. Let your body tell you what's enough, what's too much. So we check in with the breath, the contact with the body, the feeling the legs, the hips, the back, the shoulders, the arms, the hands, the breath, checking in. Coming home to the body, checking in. Have another breath or two here and we begin our warm-up movement. We begin our warm-up movement with the hands where we lift and stretch those fingers wide, feel it. Then stretch over the knuckles, pull the fingers down and feel it. Then move the joints of the hand, the knuckles, the base of the thumb, movement. Then palm in, fingers wrap, power squeeze. It's circulation on the release. Release, stretch, pow, web, pull down, claw, quack, quack, beak and paw, thumb outer in, power squeeze, feel it. And release for web stretch, claw stretch, movement, peek, and paw, circulation on the release, pow, feel it, stretch, web, pull down, claw, movement, quack, quack, beak, thumb outer in, paw, power squeeze, feel it, feel your strength and power, release hands to rest. Check in with sensation. Movement doesn't. Movement brings the energy. So feel the energy in the hands, and the quiet in the shoulders. Let's bring energy there by moving up, back, and down. It's an automatic up, back, and down. It's an automatic inhale on the lift, exhale on the release. Bringing movement into the joint, into the bones. Movement. Muscles, movement, ligaments, tendons, everything moving up, back, and down. You can do fast movements. You can do slow movements. Up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. When you're next down, press hands down, stay, feel it, and soften. Now, alternate sides, up, back, and down, up, back, and down. Alternating sides, bringing a stretch up, back, and down. Bringing movement up, back, and down. Keeping everything moving in this joint system, the shoulders. Complicated system, easy to get injuries, no force. A couple more. Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Slow it down. Final, press the hands down, feel extra stretch where you feel it, soften the hands, take a breath. We come up the line bringing movement into the neck, and it's the three-part series, yes, no, and maybe so. The yes is lift the chin and tuck the chin. It's an inhale on the lift, stretch the front. It's an exhale on the tuck, stretch the back of the neck. Inhale, stretch the front of the throat. Exhale, tuck, stretch the back of the neck. Saying yes. Saying yes. Saying yes. Saying yes. Pull the chin in, press the hands down, feel a little extra work. Soften the hands, release the chin. For the second part, the no, it is a twist. It's exhale, twist to the side, inhale back. Exhale, twist to the other side, inhale back. On the twist, the whole outer rim is in stretch, feel it. Outer rim in stretch, feel it. Saying no, 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 no. Notice if there's any difference in the two sides as far as a range or movement or what you feel. There is for me. My right side is my tighter side. Less range, more tightness, more sensation. When you're back to the center, come to a rest. We've done the yes, we've done the no. The final is the maybe so, and it is a side stretch. So we tip the ear down and we tip the chin up. And we're going to stretch from the whole base of the ear all the way down the top to the shoulder. Feel that stretch and then come back. Other side. Ear tips down, chin tips up, whole top side from the back of the ear down to the shoulder, feel it, and return. We call this one maybe so. Maybe so. Take your time with it. Which side has more resistance? That's the tighter side. Which side has more sensation? That's the tighter side. For me, it's the right side. As I stretch to the left, it's just a comfortable sense of movement. When I stretch to the right, it's tight, tight, tight. A couple more. So when we have a tight part, I don't know that it'll ever go away, but we have to keep on working with it to keep it from getting tighter. Back to center, pause and have a breath. So we did the yes, the no, and the maybe so. We did the hands, the shoulders, the neck. Now we're coming to the back as we lift the arms. And as we close, fingers touch elbows, press, the back stretches. As we open, the back muscles contract. Close, fingers touch elbows, press, feel the back stretch. Open, feel those muscles, pull into center. That's contract. Close, stretch, open, contract. This is how we keep the muscle group strong and resilient. We work both of its possibilities. It's a stretch possibility and a contract strength possibility. A couple more. And then when you open, come to a rest, pause here. Now we'll pull the elbows down and feel the stretch that moves from the ears down to the shoulders, feel it. And bring the hands overhead, those shoulder blades separate at the bottom, feel it. Feel the top stretch, feel the bottom stretch. Feel the top stretch. Feel the bottom stretch. Top stretching. Bottom stretching. Again, we're working and contracting and stretching the muscles to keep them resilient, to keep them responsive and comfortable. A couple more with this one. And then we'll pause, bring the arms back, let the fingers touch. Circle the tips of the elbows, baby circles, middle circles, bigger circles, giant circles. Bringing movement again into that joint. Make the circles smaller and smaller and smallest. Pause, circle other way. Baby circles, bigger circles, biggest circles. Back to smaller, back to smaller, back to smallest. Pause here, release the hands, bring them forward, hands come down, elbows come wide. We press as hard as we can press and soften. Press as hard as you can press. Feel your strength and power, soften. We're building bone density in the wrist through press and soften. And we pause and bring in stretch as we bring the fingers out and down the top of the wrist and thumb stretch. Bring them up, bring them in. The other side stretches and up. And repeat. Feeling sense of stretch wherever you feel it. Might be a little or it might be a lot. Different for each. No wrong answers. Bringing stretch. Range of motion into the wrist. Okay, let's once more. When you're up to the top, press again as hard as you can press. Feel it all the way up into the shoulders. Release. Have a breath. Have a breath. Now we stretch the whole length of the spine. That's from the base of the skull. Drop the chin, feel the neck stretch. Slide the hands over the knees, feel the ribs stretch. Slide the hands a bit down the shins and feel the stretch move down the back. Feel it. Okay. Come on back. Hands to rest. Lift the ribs, lift the chin, pull the elbows back. The front is in stretch. And then tuck again, chin, hands, rounding, sliding all the way down, and the stretch moves all the way down the back. Pause, feel it. Okay, come on back. Hands to rest. Elbows pull back. Lifting ribs, lifting chin. The front is in stretch, feel it. And then tuck. Round, slide down, feel stretch move all the way down the back. We'll repeat. Coming up, hands to rest. Elbows pull back. Lifting ribs, lifting chin. Feel the front stretch. Tuck and round, slide hands down, stay. So we stretch the front of the body and the back to keep everything working and resilient and comfortable. Now we're staying in that stretch. Come back up and have a breath. Now we're working the core of the body. Cross one leg over the other. Bring up the arms, and it's exhale back and inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up. Working the core, strengthening. This is a strengthener coming back called eccentric. This is a strengthener coming up called concentric. Both are strengtheners. Eccentric, concentric. Strengthener, strengthener. Strengthener, strengthener. When you're back, it's called an isometric strengthener. Stay, open, close. Okay, let's come back up and release. Change out the feet. Other foot on top. Bring up the arms, swing to one side. So there's a bit of a twist here in the shoulders. Exhale back, inhale up. Still working core. This is called the sides of the core. Transverse abdominis. Working sides of the core. Contracting and contracting. Strengthening. Strengthening. Stay, hands up and down. Pause, come up, swing it around. Other side, transverse abdominis, a bit of twist in the shoulders. When you're back, stay, walk the hands up and down. Pause here, come up, come back to center, release, release, and release. Forward bend, stretch the back, drop the chin, feel the breath. Just stay here and feel that fabulous stretch in the back of the body. And you may feel something in the inner legs, something in the low back, the hips. See what you notice. See what is true for you. As we watch the breath, come back to rest. After all of that work with the core, hang out here. Feel the stretch. A couple more breaths. Okay, press the hands and come back up to center. Now bring both hands on one leg. Aim your nose toward those hands. Stretch side of the back. It's a bit of a twist in the shoulders. So it's a side stretch for sure, and a little bit of a twist. Hanging out here. Side stretch and twist. Breath. A couple more breaths here. And then we'll press the hands and come back up to the center and swap it out. Hand to the thigh, other hand on top. Aim the nose, lean in. Side stretch, twist. Both taking place. The back. As we hang out and feel the yielding and the gradual deepening and the very soft lengthening and releasing of that power muscle. Side of the back. Final breath here. Press the hands, come back up to the center, one hand to each. lean forward. Now slide to the side and slide back. Slide to the other side and forward and continue. Hip socket lubrication through movement. Movement hydrates, movement lubricates, keeps that joint healthy. Movement doesn't. Movement is the magic lotion. When you're in the forward place, pause there and have a breath. And then begin to circle the other way, side and back, side and forward. Just take your time with it. See where you feel it on this rotation. Could be different. So we have awareness of what's going on in the body without judging it. Aware without judgment. It is how it needs to be. Next time forward, come to a rest. Pause here and have a breath. Have a breath and finish this forward bend stretch. Okay, we'll release and come back up and bring the legs back and prepare for our series that strengthens the legs. Really important to keep the leg muscles strong for balance, for stability, important. So this series says lift, extend, lift and release, like that. Up, out, up and down. We use the inhale breath to lift, the exhale to kick, the inhale to lift again, and the exhale down. Continue at your own pace. As I say, kicking low or high, kicking slow or fast. It's up to you. Play with it. Got a couple more to go, and then we're going to come to a rest. Okay, finish the set you're on, come to a rest and have a breath. Now it's a lift and stay, whichever leg you want to start with. Point and flex, feel the stretch, heel, ankle, calf, and then circle and feel the stretch. Inner leg, outer calf, outer ankle, see what you feel. Point again, toes to the face, heel stretches away. Feel it, let it down. Have a breath. Other side, extend, point and flex. The circles. Bringing stretch everywhere that we can, and then we flex again, toes to the face, work all the way up the line, feel it, and down. Breath. Now we get to relax and stretch. 1 foot over. Hands slide over, chin drops down, stay. Stay and feel the breath, reacting to all that work. And feel the stretch, shoulder to shoulder, up into the neck, down the back. Feel the breath. A couple more breaths here. And then we're going to deepen and change the dimension of the stretch by bringing this front leg up higher and leaning in. This one is hard for everybody, but it is a really useful and powerful stretch for the hip and the low back. So we just hang out here. And if it feels really good, if it feels really powerful, your body is telling you, yes, do more of this. Final breath here, we will release and bring that foot to rest. Bring the other one on top, hands slide over, drop the chin down, stay and feel the stretch. Then we deepen the dimensions of the stretch by drawing this leg up higher and leaning in, and feel the stretch that moves across the low back and to the hip. Final breath here. This one's powerful for everybody, and we will release and bring the foot down and prepare to stand. So we lean nose over toes, make these power muscles do that job of lift. And come to stand in mountain. So we say feet hip width apart, toes relax them, knees unlock them, tailbone tuck for some, but for all extension, crown, shoulders up, back and down. So this is about posture and alignment. It's about balance in the body, solid, feel it, steady, strong and still the mountain. Feel the breath. Final breath here. Let's release for our standing back bend. Fold halfway. Notice the knees are soft. Inhale, lean back, stretch the core. Pull the belly in, fold, soft knees, stretch the back. Then it's inhale back, stretch the core. Fold forward, stretch the back. Later on, we'll stretch the legs. No worries there. They will get stretched. Right now, we need to keep the knees bent, so the stretch goes to the back. A couple more. Make it your own. As far as the pace of the movement, the stay if you like it. Next time forward, we will stay. Soft knees, feel the breath. Okay, come back up, drop into mountain once more. Relax the toes, unlock the knees, tailbone tuck for some. Extension crown, shoulders up, back and down. Once more, solid, steady, strong and still. Feel it. Feel the mountain and release. For spinal twist, our goal here is to rotate the shoulders side to side, to rotate all those vertebrae up and down the spine. Arms can be forward, alongside, or behind, any way you want, but we have to keep the knees soft and unlocked as we rotate side to side. Picture all those vertebrae rotating over each other, hydrating the discs, lubricating the muscles, keeping everything working so it's comfortable and you can do the things you love to do. So however you decide to have your arms, you can try it different times, different ways. See what works best, see what you like best. Let it die down, let it slow down, let it come back to still. Return to mountain with our checklist: toes, knees, tailbone, crown, shoulders up, back and down. Solid, steady, strong and still, and feel the breath. Final breath here, release. Now it's leg stretch, folding from the hips, softening the knees, bringing the hands to the chair, and stretch those legs by straightening a bit. No force, no force. We're looking to stretch these power muscles in the back of the leg. The movement increases circulation. The movement and increased circulation increases the temperature in the muscle. It's warming up, bringing in more elasticity potential. And so we warm it up. Stretching. Stretching. Stretching and pause. So now we're strength builder for legs and hips. We're bringing the hips back and down, back and down, back and down. Fingers touch or lift away. It's a stay. Final breath. Return to the stretch. Hang out here. Feel the breath. Feel the leg stretch. No force. We want to feel it in the belly of the muscle, not the knee, not the hip, right here. So that's why we're not forcing. Okay, check in with the breath. Once more, hips back and down, fingers touch or lift away. Return to the stretch. Hang out here, feel the breath pace, that was work. So the breath is heavier because it was delivering energy for that long stay. Strength, stability, power. That's what we build. And then we stretch it all out to keep it comfortable. Coming to the final stretch breaths here. Okay, let's release and stand and prepare to bring that stretch to the side of the body. So we bring the chair to the side and bring the legs wide. The knees are unlocked. The hand can slide. And so this week, because we are working with more side stretches and twists, we're going to change this next one just a little. So bring up the outside arm, bring it up and over and back. Bring it up and over and back. Bring it up and over as you slide the hand down, come back, up and over, come back, up and over, come back. Now we'll come to the stay. We bring the hand behind the head, elbow, tip it up, tip it back, slide hand down, look at the elbow and stay. Knees are soft. Final breath, come back up and release. And then turn around and turn your chair around. Same thing, other side. Legs are wide, knees are locked. Hand can slide. Bring up the outside arm. We have to keep the knees unlocked. So that releases the spine. Repetition. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, back. Repeating, up and over and back. Up and over. Feeling the whole side stretch. Final in the repetition, come back up now. Keep the knees unlocked. Bring the hand behind the head. Tip that elbow up. Tip that elbow back. Slide the hand down. Look at the elbow and stay. Keep the knees soft. Final breath, come back up and release, preparing for our balance challenge. One foot in front, other foot behind, eyes locking onto something, not moving as we stay. And feel the little wobbles and the corrections taking place in the feet and the legs. Okay, let's change sides. Other foot behind. Hold focus. Corrections or wobbles. Corrections are stabilizing the body. The body is always looking to stabilize itself. Okay, we're ready to release and reposition the chair. Bring the legs wide. So this is a twist once more. So it's going to be hand to the chair, other hand behind, looking up and come back. Hand to the chair, other hand behind, look up and come back. So this is a twist for the spine and the shoulders. Hand to the chair, other hand behind, look up, keep the knees soft, come back. Hand to the chair, other hand behind, knees soft, look up, come back, release and have a breath. We'll do a couple more sets. Lift, rotate, look up, and come back. Other side, rotate, come back. One more set. Bring the twist into the spine. When you come back, release the arms, release the legs, turn the chair so that you can put your hands on the back of the chair. Now with the hands going on the back of the chair, bring the front leg forward, Bring the outside leg back. Bend that knee. Move the toes so you can see the toes over the bent knee. Okay, now what's going on here? We're going to soften the knee, bring the hand to the back of the chair, bend the front knee, and look, bring the shoulders more and more square to the back of the chair. Feeling that deep twist in the spine. Final breath here, release the head, release the knee, release the hands, release the legs. Let's swap it out for the other side. Foot forward, foot back and wide. Front knee alignment. See the toes over the bent knee. Okay, bring the hands, bend the knee, turn the shoulders more and more square to the back of the chair. You can adjust the back heel, stay. Final breath, release the head, release the leg, release, bring the legs back. Now, a stretch, step back, and fold and soft knees. Hang out here. Feel the breath. Always a breath, reacting to the level of work that went before. So the breath tells you, yes, that was work. The breath tells you, yes, that's your resilience. Keeping everything working, that is our goal. Taking charge of the aging process. A couple more breaths here in this easy, soft stretch. Okay, we'll release and come closer to the chair. This is our leg lift series. We're using this to strengthen across the low back and hips and the leg, and just as a support for the twisting, we're bringing a little more support into low back. So I'm leaning toward the chair, alternating sides. So the movement will go like this. It will go lift, out, in, and down. Other side, lift, out, in, and down. So this is working all these muscles here and here. And we repeat, we're alternating sides, lift, out, in, and down. Other side, lift, out, in, and down. Have a breath. Pick it up, lift, out, in, down, lift, out, in, down. Have a breath. Now I'm starting with the other side. Lift, out, in, down, lift, out, in, down. Have a breath. Starting with the other side. Lift, out, in, down, lift, out, in, down. Have a breath. How about the stay? Lift and stay. Out and stay. Back in and stay. And down and stay. Have a breath. And the other side, lift and stay. Out and stay. Back in and stay. And down. And now, once more, step back. It's all about stretch. Arms, shoulders back. Lat back, hips, legs. Breath. Hang out here. Feel it. Stay here in this deep forward bend. Final breath here. Do one more balance challenge. This is the one where we stand on one foot, the other foot can be in front or behind, and we hold focus. And then we change sides. See where the levels are. Those are your corrections. Breath and release and release. We're going to sit down and we're going to come into a spinal twist with a bit of a change. So sit down in the chair, walk your way to one side. Bring both feet forward. So one hip on the chair, one hip off. Now we're bringing the hands to the back of the chair. Notice my shoulders are perpendicular. Now I'm going to bring them more and more parallel. So lengthen the spine on the inhale, and on the exhales, gradually, gently rotate shoulders. I'm feeling I need to adjust my hip to have both of them on the chair. Be comfortable. So we're rotating the shoulders with each exhale breath. Now, we're going to leave the front hand where it is, bring back hand up and tip it over toward the knee. And add a side stretch to that twist. Okay, release the hand. Release back to the center. Walk it around to the other side. One hip on, one hip off, or both hips on. It's up to you. What feels comfortable as we bring the hands to the back of the chair and then gradually rotate the shoulders with the exhale breaths. Deeper and deeper into this twist. Feel it in the ribs. Feel it in the neck. Feel it all over the whole spine. Deep twist. Stay. Final breath here. Outside arm extend up. Lean toward that knee and point the fingers toward that empty knee and look down. Bringing a side stretch into this twist. Okay, release the arm, release the hands, come back to center and fold, relax. Fold and relax. Feel the breath. We're preparing for our series that builds strength in the spine by contracting the muscles of the back. Gotta keep the back strong, gotta keep it aligned for posture, for breathing. For a lot of reasons, it's healthy. Let's let the arms down, drop the chin. So our movement is press up the palms, peel up the ribs, lift the chin. The back is in contract, let it down, the back is in stretch. It's an inhale, press up, peel up, lift. It's an exhale, down, feel stretch. Press up, peel up, lift. Release it down, feel stretch. One more, press up, peel up, stay, pulse the hands, feel it, working the back, between the shoulder blades and into the arms, and down, and feel it, stay, have a breath. Have an extra breath here in this stretch. Once more, press up, peel up, lift the chin, and exhale down, stretch the back. Contract the back on the lift. Stretch the back on the release. Working those muscles, strengthening on the contract, stretching on the release. Keeping them resilient for work. A couple more. Working back muscles, stretch and release. Let's stay, pulse again, pulse more. Final breath and down and stay and have an extra breath. We come to our asymmetrical stretch, and that would be this. We press up the arms, peel up the ribs, and bring one arm forward and lengthen, 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 and down, down and have a breath. Press up again, peel up, lengthen the other arm forward, stretch, stretch, stay, and down. Hands to the thighs. Relax. Relax and just feel the back stretch. Relax and feel the breath making its way back to resting. Final breaths here. Final breaths here. Let's come back up to sit and prepare for eye movements. Eye movements. So first of all, get comfortable in the chair with the legs, the hips, the back. The hands resting, the eyes closed. Check in. Check in with the sensation around the eyes. We're going to work these muscles. And so, we picture the giant clock dial. We picture the 12 and open the eyes to the 12 and then bring them around to the 3, down to the 6, up for the 9 and back to the 12. Close the eyes. Have a breath. We'll open again at 12 and go the other way. 9, 6, 3, 12 again. Close the eyes. Have a breath. Diagonal line of movement for the eyes. We open and go from the 10 to the 4 a few. Exercising the eyes. Okay, pause, close, center, relax, breath. That other diagonal line from the 2 to the 8 a few. And we'll pause, close, center, and relax the eyes and have a breath. Now we extend arm, extend thumb, focus on the tip of the nose, focus on the thumb, focus far away, and back to the thumb and back to the nose, exercising the eyes deep inside. Okay, let's pause, close, center, and release. Close the eyes, bring the hands together, rub the palms. Rub the palms to build up heat in the palms. Press those palms over the eyes. Let the eyes warm, dark, soft, relax. Warm, dark, soft, relax. The heat seeps away. The heat seeps away. We bring the fingertips and stroke out from the center to the temples with a light touch. Then pause at the temples and draw the fingers from the temples to the jawline, then to the chin. Release the hands onto the legs with the palms open. Eyes are closed. If you need to wiggle around to get the back more comfortable, do that as you find the breath. Find the movement of your breath. Feel the breath. On the exhale, draw the fingers gently in. On the inhale, stay. On the exhale, release the fingers open. On the inhale, stay. Close on the exhale. Inhale, stay. Open on the exhale. Inhale, stay. It's exhale, close. Inhale, stay. Exhale, open. Release movement, stay in stillness. Final breath here, lift and open wide. Pat yourself on the back for taking care for another day. Good job, good job. See you next time. See you next time.